Hello everyone! This video will be a bit different than all my previous videos, as this is the chess time machine. And the chess time machine is something that was created by Chess Club Live. I will put all the needed information in the description below so you can check it out more for yourselves. But basically what the chess time machine allows you to do is, well, you can see chess games played between players who never actually played. As well, they either just never played together or they were from different eras. I mean, you can check out games between, for example, Lasker and Carlsen. You can check out games between Capablanca and Carlsen. You can watch games between Fischer and Morphy. Well, basically, any chess player they have in their database, you can compare the two and just play out a game. And well, in short, how this works is, first the engine has a database. And for example, I chose a game, Bobby Fischer against Garry Kasparov. And the engine knows every position Bobby Fischer ever had in front of him, and it also knows every position Garry Kasparov had in front of him. And as long as they're playing by theory, the engine doesn't turn on, and as soon as one player runs out of theory, then the engine turns on, and then the engine starts playing. So, as I understand, not all games were played using the same engine. So some engines were stronger, some were weaker, but all in all, it was a fair fight. And I chose this game because it seemed like the most interesting game. I only checked a couple of them. I'm sure there are a lot more interesting games. And one other thing, it seemed the most human-like. So let's see this game. This is Bobby Fischer with the white pieces against Garry Kasparov with the black pieces. We have e4 by Bobby, and Kasparov plays c5, so the Sicilian defense. We have knight to f3, and e6, d4, c captures on d4, knight captures on d4, and knight to f6. We have knight to c3 by Bobby and d6 by Kasparov, the Scheveningen variation. And okay, Kasparov did play a lot of Scheveningen in his days, and this is all correct so far. And let's see what Bobby plays. In this position, Bobby plays g4, the Keres attack. And it's quite interesting. Bobby Fischer actually did play quite a lot of games using the Keres attack. And I found one of his games. It was from 1960 against Najdorf, where this position arose, and in this position Najdorf continued with the move a6. But as Kasparov never had this position played in front of him, he went knight to c6. So we have g5 attacking the knight. Knight goes to d7, and now knight d to b5 attacking this d6 pawn. So this has to be defended. Kasparov plays a knight to c5. Now the bishop and the queen are protecting the d6 pawn. And we have a bishop to e3. We have b6, now really protecting that knight and preparing to develop the light square bishop. And Fischer goes for f4. We have h6 and queen to h5. And of course now the pawn cannot be captured as it's pinned. The rook is hanging. So Kasparov plays g6. We have a queen to h4 and now rook to g8. And Fischer castles queenside. We have h captures on g5, and now Fischer doesn't recapture the pawn, but he plays queen to h7. And now he's attacking this rook on g8. Kasparov has to defend it, so rook to g7, attacking the queen, and now queen to h8. And this queen to h8 move is coming with a great threat, as now the bishop is pinned and cannot help with the defense of the d6 pawn. So knight to d6 or rook to d6 are all happening. We have knight to b7 by Kasparov, defending that d6 pawn, and Fischer captures it. Knight captures on d6. We have knight captures on d6, and now knight to b5. And, this knight is still pinned, so now there's a double attack on this knight. We have bishop to d7, and, Kasparov couldn't really defend this knight, so we have knight captures on d6 with check. We have king to e7. And we have f captures on g5. We have queen to c7 and bishop to b5, rook to d8, and rook h to f1. And now we have knight to e5, going for the exchange of this light square bishop. But Kasparov, Fischer actually plays bishop to f4. and he wants to exchange his light square bishop for this knight on e5. So we have bishop captures on b5 and knight captures, bishop captures on e5, and attacking both the rook and, well, kind of harassing this queen on c7. We have bishop captures on f1, and now not capturing the rook on g7 or the bishop on f1, he plays bishop to f6 check. So only move for Kasparov is king to d7, and now we have this knight captures on f7 check, and in this position Kasparov resigned, as well, he does have to play something, and after a move like king to c8, simply rook captures on d8 with check, and this is all over. So yeah, this is the game. This is the game straight out of the time machine, and I'm very interested to hear your opinion on this. How do you think? What do you think would happen if these two did meet, and how precise do you think this engine could achieve the experience of these two great players? So yeah. I do hope you enjoyed it, and like I said, you can check the links in the description below, so you can check all the games for yourselves. And if you did enjoy this time machine experience, please do tell me in the comments. So I will try to feature a couple of more games, and you're welcome to suggest a couple of games if you find them interesting in the database. So yeah, pretty much that's it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. As usual, you can check 2 of my previous videos here. And thank you all for watching. I will see you soon.